Greetings, free world. I am Gul'dan, and I am here to cleanse the world of all of its pain. Star Temple, won't you join me in matrimonious solitude as we say, thank you, God. Thank you, God. God of Gul'dan, God of Thrall, God of all the other guys, and mostly God of Bran Thunderhoof and Anduin Wren. Because Hoarder Alliance, we all serve the same makers. For the jailer comes to us in our sleep and says, I hold the key. And what we do when the jailer comes to us, we say, fear not. But sometimes we must cast fear into their eyes. For when the ayahuasca retreat begins, the ayahuasca retreat begins in earnest. What then is there to say for the scribes of Gul'dan's lectern? I cannot say one direction or another, but look only into the flames of the dredge, of the heat, of the smoke, of the fire, of this healing spring totem. This healing spring totem. You say, you cannot past, present, and future. I say, what does this have to do with lava rocks? You say, oh no. I said, look only. Look only. You say, it cannot be. I say, I have one leaf. In its binds does it smoke, and does the flame of Chidori, and the flame, the dark flame of Amaterasu, come to cover it, as it often does. For the healing springs can only become just as a dough becomes like the fogwash of a fogwash scraping dish. But you do not know what these words mean. You say, these are not words. I say, surely you have fallen spring to the healing spring totem. You say, oh, that's that squat game, Daddy. I'm like, goddamn right. That's that squat game. That's that hit the deck. That's that bow to the bastion. But that's not to say that the roses don't come. Because the roses come when the valleys of plenty are in the valleys of plenty. But what does this mean? You are looking with the eye, but you do not see with the eye. You are looking with the stick, but the stick does not burn. It becomes water, and it becomes ash, and all things melt away. And you say, is this the way that we have come to be such baraketrus relerants? And you say, is this really the cause that I want in such a painful, astudinous Rowanbesh, in such an astudinous, pair it with a red wine, pair it with a red zin. Okay, but that's not to say that I'm not dropping this Lifebinder's totem. Okay, I'm not dropping this Earthbind totem so that you get caught up, and then I'm using a Rock Tomb on you, and you're like, not Rock Tomb, and I'm like, really, it's more like Metal Cage, because I'm all around you. I'm in the mirrors. I've got my thingy, yeah, Keki Genkai, and I'm like, what's up? Like, I'm Naruto, and I'm that kid with like Zabuza. You're like, oh no, and I'm like, what do you want? And you're like, don't like hit me like where it hurts, Daddy. I'm like, you got some red dots on you, dog. Sorry about that. Excuse me. What if I like, and you're like, obliviate. I'm like, obliviate. You're like, obliviate. I'm like, obliviate. You're like, White Zetsu. I'm like, White Zetsu doesn't really know the first thing about... Sorry. Repeat after me. look at the white rabbit. But don't go there. Go there. You're not going to want to go until after I see the window pane. Because when I hit that window pane, you're going to be like, oh, it's a stick. And I'm like, actually, there is no spoon. But you're like, it's a stick. I'm like, gifts, gifts, gifts in exchange for your skin. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Here, keep this. Here, keep this. Here, keep this. Here, keep this. You can have that back. 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 This. Have this. Have this. Have this. Have this. Oh. Learn to use your bubble. Learn to use your bubble. Learn to use your bubble. That's because of the light. What is light, really? What is in light? Nobody seems to know, really. You can't sense it. You can't seem to predict it. It doesn't seem to go where you think it's going to go. So was that water? Or was that water? Was that water? It's like there's a rain ravens mist. And it's like you walk through the fields, there's diamonds, there's diamonds all around us, and we clink and we crinkle through the grass, and we crinkle through the vines. And we crinkle through the vines, and we say, these are not the Grarlocks that I want to fight. And you say, I don't think I can fight these today. That's what you say. You say to Master Arjuna, you say, I don't think I can fight these today. And you say, no, 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 my steeple tops will surely fall. But what is the point if you can't stand up again? What is the point if you can't continue to fight the fun fight? What about the fun fight? What about the old days? What about the new days? Everything was new at first. Everything was new at first. Everything was new at first. Is it the substance? Or is it the action? Is it the action? Are you playing paintball? Tickety, tickety, tick. Tickety, tickety, tick. Hey, man. I'm glad that you're wearing your body armor and all that, but it's gonna wear off. Okay, it's gonna wear off, and you're gonna be like, ow. No, but don't take an arrow to the knee, my friend. It's not a good feeling. It's not a good feeling. You don't take an arrow to the knee unless. So keep all that in mind, and the lava springs totem is warm. Okay, it's warm, and it shines its light, and the sun from behind, and the sun from before, and the black hole sun, but this red form wave, it comes through and it's warm. And you're like, that is good, and like those are the soothing waters. But it's like, that's not all. That's not all. We're nowhere near a depth. We're nowhere near a depth. We can't even teleport. What is that, 23? Come on. Why are we even playing? Are we even playing? Engineering, what is it? Come on. No one knows. No one knows what's real. What's real? Nothing is true. Everything is forbidden. Nothing is true. Everything is forbidden. Nothing is true. Everything is forbidden. What is 404 protocol if 403 is not activated? What is asterisk, really? What is and, ampersand, ampersand, ampersand? No, red, ampersand. So remember, Lifebinder's affair comes with a stand all its own. But the comeuppance of the warm grasses of your own seasonal sandy natures are not for you to say that you're not going to, in that sense. You don't need to, there's not a, Michael, there's not a, call me by your name. Yo. We go for a cheese stick right now. Go for a cheese stick. You guys time for some cheese sticks? You guys want a cheese stick? I want a cheese stick. Hey, let's play underwater divers, bro. Let's play underwater divers. Let's play genjutsu rollers. Let's play It's Dark in Here, bro. Let's play It's Dark and I'm in a little box. You guys want to play It's Dark and I'm in a little box? Why doesn't the light stay on? It should know that I'm here. I'm walking around. It doesn't see me. Why is the reflection only over here? I do not understand the ways of this light. There's no prediction. There is no hourglass. There is no hourglass. The timetables have switched. The timetables have reversed. The light flows upward. What does that mean? What does that mean? What does that mean? What are the possibilities of a light that shines up? What about inverse lid? What about inverse lid? What about inverse lid? About inverse lid? Digressions. We retreat once more. You have seen nothing. You have seen nothing. You know nothing. You know nothing. You've seen 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 nothing.